Hey guys, what's up? Dan here with a new video. Happy New Year! Let's take a quick look at the loot from 1500 maps ran in a boss rushing setup. What exactly does that mean? Well, you basically go inside the map, you rush straight to the map boss, defeat it, and then you go run another map. It's a really simple, fun farming strategy that is gonna allow you to generate anywhere between 5 and 9 divines profit per hour. In today's video, I will show you two variations, one with Wandering Path and a compass that generates a Shaper or Elder map drop when you defeat the map boss, and also a second casual friendly, low investment variation that is meant for players that don't really like to spend a lot of time buying and applying compasses. This would be the Atlas skill tree for the Wandering Path variant. We're relying on the compasses to generate our Shaper and Elder maps, and using map drop duplication, which is scaled heavily by Wandering Path, we're able to generate a lot of Shaper and Elder sets and some invitations, which we can liquidate quite easily in bulk. This would be the loot that I got after 100 maps with this setup, quite a lot of stuff as you can see, but please keep in mind this is a high investment setup, so if you don't have at least 10 spare divines, I would not attempt this variation. If you're just starting out, instead go with this Atlas skill tree that is using Shaper, Elder, Conqueror, Synthesis map chance, map drop duplication, increased effect of modifiers in your non-unique maps, and quantity. This would be the loot from 300 maps ran with this second variation, and as you can see, it's pretty much the same as before in terms of loot, but lower profit per hour. Let's run a few maps together. Okay boys, and for the Wandering Path variant, we're gonna go with compasses that guarantee a Shaper or Elder map when you defeat the map boss. The bosses have 200% more life and 100% more damage. I would recommend that you only apply 4 chisels and nothing else to these maps, because the bosses are extremely dangerous. And as you can see, even though we have no mods on the map, we still have 58% increased quantity and 30% rarity due to the Wandering Path and the small nodes that we're taking on the Atlas skill tree. Unique boss, 100% more damage and 200% more life, and the map drop that is gonna be guaranteed when we defeat the map boss. Let's summon the spiders and let's go. As you can see, quite a fast build. I've made some modifications and I will cover them once we're done with these two maps, but first let's complete them. Now, when you reach the map boss, I would recommend that you not tank any hits from him. He is quite dangerous, so run a little bit in circles because his second form, this right here, usually one-shots. But as you can see, we're able to defeat him quite fast. And this is pretty much the loot that you're gonna be able to get every map, and you're gonna have a 37% chance of duplicating these maps that you're gonna drop from the map boss. And for the casual friendly low investment setup, you're gonna go with 4 chisels, and you're also gonna apply alchemies because bosses are really not that difficult when you're not using these extremely overpowered, both in terms of difficulty and rewards, charge compasses. So apply 4 chisels, 1 alchemy, and let's go run our map. Once you're inside the map, the same as before, summon the spiders and let's go guys. So we're shield charging as fast as we can, and we're gonna be able to defeat this map boss without any issues. Now, if you're not using the compasses, you can tank a few hits without any issues. He's gonna be defeated instantly, rinse and repeat, and you're gonna be able to generate quite a lot of currency per hour. For these two farming strategies, my recommendation would be to go with 3 void stones, because you're trying to drop some tier 14s and tier 15 maps. Natural tier 16 layouts aren't really anything amazing in this 3.20 Forbidden Sanctum League. The only okayish layout would be Toxic Sewer map. However, for tier 15s we have Dunes, we also have Ashen Wood, and in tier 14s we have a Canyon map. So I would still recommend that you buy some tier 14s and tier 15 maps, and you can horizon them if you're not able to find the tier 16 Dune maps on the trade website. Please keep in mind there's really not a lot of these tier 16 dudes, so buy random tier 15 bulk maps and using horizon orbs, convert them into dunes, apply the chisels, the alchemies, and go run them and make a lot of currency per hour. If you're playing Darakali's Fang Occultist and you wanna go really fast through the maps with shield charge, definitely use the spiritual command. As you can see, we have 0.18 attack time, and if we remove this, we're gonna be at 0.28 seconds, right? So we're scaling attack speed through the clusters that are giving our minions increased attack and cast speed, and using this spiritual command node, we're able to take advantage from the attack speed of the minions. As for the setup, you're gonna use faster attacks with a shield charge, and since I was getting quite annoyed by having to open my inventory every map and use a portal scroll, I decided to also add a portal gem in here and put it on my spacebar. So, you know, I was pretty much on autopilot, go inside the map, shield charge, defeat the map boss, click on space, go run another map, and so on, until I managed to finish these maps. Let's take a quick look at the spreadsheet. Okay boys, and here would be the numbers. Please keep in mind this is the third iteration of this farming strategy. There was quite a lot of tasting, quite a lot of work. So when I first started running these maps, I was able to complete them in around 2 minutes per map. I wasn't using the shield charge, and I also was going for harvest and also for heist during my maps. And because of that I was completing maps in 2 minutes and only generating around 2.5 divines profit per hour. I decided to test and see what would happen if I would not complete the harvest, and as you can see, instantly I was making around 6.5 divines profit per hour. But I was still completing the heist, and because of that I was able to complete the maps in around 45 seconds on average. I took a look at the loot that I was getting, and as you can see, over the course of 100 maps, around a third of a divine, but I was spending quite a lot of time per map. This is a boss rushing setup. You're meant to go in, defeat the map boss, and then go out. So I decided to remove the heist as well, and I was able to make around 8 divines profit per hour, and with a slightly luckier run I was actually able to generate around 9 divines profit per hour by completing these maps in around 35 seconds per map, which is absolutely insane. And this would be your no compass boss rush variation. As you can see, we're really not able to generate the numbers that you're gonna be able to get with the compass boss rush, 8-9 divines per hour. You're only gonna be able to get anywhere between 4.5 up to around 7 divines, best case scenario, if you're able to drop 3 cortexes, which, let's be honest, is really not gonna happen that often. So we have 200 maps here, and with an average of 4.5 divines, another 200 maps here with an average of around 5.5 divines, and we have 300 maps here with an average of 5.5 divines, and the final 300 maps which I ran today were a little bit on the unluckier side. As you can see, around 4.5 divines. We didn't really drop any cortexes. We did drop a sacred grove memory. I decided to not include that. So anywhere between 4.5 up to at most 6.5 divines profit per hour with the no compass boss rush variation. So would I recommend boss rushing? Yes, it's quite an amazing farming strategy that is gonna allow you to generate anywhere between 4.5 divines per hour with the low investment setup up to 9 divines profit per hour with the high medium investment setup. But please keep in mind, although I had the most fun with this farming strategy so far, it was mostly because I was listening to music in the background and I was going really fast. Without some tunes, you're probably not gonna have a lot of fun. It's quite a repetitive farming strategy. Go inside the map, defeat the map boss, and get out. Quite happy with the results. Over the course of these 1500 maps, I managed to farm 2 more apothecaries. We're currently sitting at 3 out of 5. A lot of work went into making this video, the build modifications and the spreadsheet. So if you wanna help your boy out, drop a like and a sub. Thank you for watching, good luck as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.